Girard Sports Live.
This time no good. Rebound Muya. Trojans have a 4-on nobody. Caleb Muya. He'll slam it down with authority to get the Trojans tied 51-51. 4:26 to go here in this ball game. That's a way to put an exclamation point on a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter for the Trojans.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance Jenny Collins Agency, Bender on 7, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Call Service, Chicken Annie's Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Farm Bureau Financial Services, G&W Foods, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, Jagged Edge, Canar Eye Care, Kim Kravitz Photo, Leritz Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drugstore, McClelland Sanitation, NORRIS Advertising, Paoni Dental, The Producers Co-op Agronomy Center, Farmers Insurance Leah Smith Agency, GN Bank, The Market 120, and The Producers Co-op Farm Store.
That's a shot of a guy whose legs are almost gone, but have a few seconds left in him. Trey White from way downtown. Carter Doherty the rebound. Caleb Muya holding, and the Girard Trojans are going to win this one, and they're going to go back, this time, to the 3A state tournament in Hutchinson.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
And not only did the Girard Trojans make their way back to the state tournament, this time in 3A, but they have made their way to the 2019 Class 3A state championship game as we are in the Hutchinson Sports Arena, the side of this matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Beloit Trojans. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Dale Sherman, as we settle in for this 3A state championship. Oh, what a weekend it has been here in Hutchinson as the Girard Trojans have taken care of their opponents. Beloit took care of theirs as well, as I am confident in saying the two best teams in this tournament are going to battle it out for who is the best team in Class 3A here in 2018-19 season. Girard Trojans coming to this ball game with a good win last night, 62-50 over Thomas More Prep Marion, a game where the Trojans only had a 1-point lead at halftime, but had a pretty good third quarter, got the lead to as many as 6. They led by 5 going into the fourth quarter, and then a great fourth quarter for them. Their lead got as many as 15, and they ended up winning by 12 as they hold off TMP, who was the number 8 seed, who had upset the number 1 seed the night before, to advance to that semifinal game. And so the Trojans coming in at 21-3, the number 4 seed in this tournament, as they advance here with a win over TMP. They beat Kingman in night number 1, 57-40, to advance to the semifinals. Their opponent tonight, the Beloit Trojans, 24-1, only one loss on the season. Their single loss was to a Chapman team that was in the semifinals of the Class 4A tournament that got beat yesterday. So Beloit, no slouch, certainly, number 2 seed in this tournament. And they are coming off a pretty solid win of their own last night as they advance into this tournament, as they beat Perry Lecompton in their matchup to advance to this state championship ball game. They've kind of rolled through this tournament. And I guess the Trojans, you'd say, if you looked at the scoring totals, you'd feel that they had rolled through their tournament as well, but certainly they've had some uphill climbs at times in this game. For the Girard Trojans, Caleb Muya has had himself a tournament. He is the leading scorer in this tournament by 10 points. The next closest guy in this tournament has, I think, 40, and I think he has 50 in those 2 ball games, so he's averaging 25 points a night in this state tournament. I looked through and they have on their stat sheets leaders in this tournament. The Trojans as a team are in the top 2 or 3 or 1 of every category in this one, and they've got guys in the leaders in most of the categories as well, and so have certainly put their best foot forward here in this state tournament. Beloit knocked off Perry Lecompton 62-52-3 last night. Beloit advanced with a 60-36 win over Eureka in the first game of this tournament. It should be a lot of fun tonight. Lots of pomp and circumstances. They lead up to the tip-off of this one. The Girard Trojans need to have their best ball game, but I think Beloit does as well. Beloit, as you look at him, Dale, as I'll bring you in here, you picked up a roster and you said, there you go, Tate Thompson, 6'7" guy, averaging 8 points a game. That's got to be the key, right? And if he's not, maybe it's 6'6" Bryce Mason. He might be the key. But on this roster, the key is 5'6" Hudson Smith. He leads them in second in leading rebounding on the team, and he has averaged a double-double in this tournament on the rebounds at 5'6".
BJ, we looked at him the very first night we got here. They were playing when we walked in the door, and I said, wow, they've got some speed. They have a number 3 and a number 1 that you'll see tonight. They travel well with the basketball. They can move real quick, and he's all over the court. He's underneath, he's outside, and they both can shoot the 3. So we pointed them out at the very first when we got here, and they're here with us.
His name's Hudson Smith, the 5'6" senior. The one you're referring to, number 1, is Vincent Pollen, a 5'10" junior, and he is their leading scorer, 14.5 points per ball game. He will be a factor here tonight for the Trojans as well. Lots to talk about here on this pregame show. When we return, we're going to hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans. Got up with him earlier at the hotel as he'll break down this one and talk about this experience in general. All here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And of course, we wouldn't be here without the support of our presenting sponsor, Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Up next, we'll hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, for the 2019 Class 3A state championship game. The Trojans versus the Trojans tonight right here on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Go Trojans!
Crocan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crocan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we get set for this 2019 Class 3A state championship as the Girard Trojans get ready to take on the Beloit Trojans. Joining us now, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott. His interviews brought to you here at the state tournament by Farmers Bank, serving the southeast Kansas area for more than 100 years with locations in St. Paul,
Walnut, and Hepler, and soon a location coming to Girard, Farmers Bank, member FDIC. Coach, that sounds pretty good. 3A state championship game on the line here today. You guys have worked your way through this bracket, albeit that it's been an uphill climb at times, but all in all, I think the two best teams playing in this state tournament. Just kind of reflect, if you can, just briefly on those first two games, and certainly the game last night against Thomas More Prep.
Yeah, that first one we come out and thought we were a little wide-eyed there at the start of the game, needless to say. And, we've talked about that quite a bit. But the guys have kind of overcome some of the jitters, and I thought last night we played pretty well. Did some good things. We were aggressive both ends of the floor and got things going pretty good. But physical game last night. I think key for us throughout the day today is just to get our legs back under us, make sure we're hydrated, and make sure we're on full and ready to go come game time.
This group of kids just seems when they can get up and down the floor a little bit, it just becomes a little bit more fun. And certainly the defense helped and always does help to get you going that. But it felt like for a little while, and one play in particular I'm thinking of, where it got pretty fun for them and they got a chance to enjoy the game.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I told Evan we're going to count that as a shot and give Caleb an offensive board. But, yeah, he threw the hoop off the backboard in the semifinals of the state tournament. I about swallowed my tongue on that one. But, it worked out pretty well with the exception of we hung on the rim a little long, according to the refs, and got teed up there. But probably pretty good. If there's ever a good tee, that one wasn't terrible.
Right.
Not something we want, but, it got the kids going and had a lot of hop in our step right there. And I don't know if that was a turning point or not because it was just a hard-fought game throughout. But, the kids are having a lot of fun right now, and that's what it's all about.
That's one of those when you're 65, 70 years old, you're still sitting around talking about hopefully those boys get a chance to do that. And it's off the heels of a state championship game. This Beloit team, and I think everybody, when I walked into the gym on Thursday and saw them playing, I thought, well, that's a team that probably should be playing in a state championship. I wasn't completely sure if we were at the time, but after seeing everybody else, I felt like this is probably the right championship game between the two best teams that are out here. As you look at Beloit, the Trojans, what do they kind of bring to the table, and what do you expect out of them tonight?
Well, like you said, they definitely passed the eye test. You look at them, and I think 6'7", 6'5", 6'4". I mean, they got some big bodies, and their guards aren't real big, but gosh, they can play. They can really go. They got motors on them. They don't quit. We've talked earlier. They're just very well rounded. Number one kind of makes them go. He's their leading scorer, but gosh, they've got 4 or 5 guys that are all averaging 7-8 points a game. So it's somebody different for them just about every night. And, we're going to have to be solid on the defensive end and make sure that we don't let anybody get hot.
Well, Coach, this has been pretty cool. This will be our last pregame interview for sure of the season. And you look back at this season, and I know you had high expectations. You had goals to achieve. You've achieved all those goals. You guys have checked off your box. And the fact that you get to do it again to take off and check that last box on your goal sheet. Talk about this team and what they mean to you and what they've accomplished already here going into this championship game.
Yeah, I've got a lot to be proud of. I don't want to wrap things up right now because we still got the biggest game of the season right in front of us, but very proud of the guys. They've had a great year. We started out the year with an overtime win against a tough Parsons team. Rolled through the league and just battled everybody twice, and gosh, just tough, hard-fought games throughout the league. The 4 overtime game, that was the first for me, and hopefully a last. I about took it out of us there, but then we finished things up in the regular season with another overtime to win the league. These guys have made a lot of good memories. Then sub-state, of course, you got a big comeback there in the second round, and end up another hard-fought game. I'm just rolling through this off the top of my head, but gosh, these kids have made a lot of good memories, and it'll all stick with them throughout the year, or through over the years, hopefully.
Yeah, they just kind of got a little bit of an it factor, too. Hopefully that helps carry the day here today against the Beloit Trojans. Coach, appreciate your time as always. Good luck tonight for a 3A state championship.
All right, thanks, BJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Step away, take a quick break. Still to come. Keys to the game, starting lineup, opening tip-off from Hutchinson. Trojans versus the Trojans tonight on Girard Sports Live.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day. And of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is a first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from DERAILED Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at DERAILED Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Trojans continue to warm up here inside the Hutchinson Sports Arena in Hutchinson, the side of this Class 3A state championship. Just a moment ago, the Hoyt Royal Valley Panthers knocked off Cheney in a big upset. Royal Valley, the number 6 seed in this tournament, wins it in their first ever girls state championship. Just a feisty bunch of girls that won it in overtime, 55-52 against what I think everybody thought was the clear favorite in this tournament, Cheney. Cheney has a lot of young kids. So does Royal Valley. That could be a matchup we might see a little bit maybe down the road as well. We're focused, though, here on this boys' championship as the Trojans of Girard get ready to take on Beloit in this 3A boys' championship game. The number 2 seed Beloit Trojans against the number 4 seed Girard Trojans. Take a look at our shot of the game brought to you by Kim Kravitz Photo. Kim Kravitz Photo is a boutique photography studio specializing in high school, senior pictures, and sports photography. Let Kim capture your memories. Learn more at kimkravitzphoto.com or call 620-704-7474. We've used this photo kind of montage before, but it bears using again. If I can find it here. That's Caleb Muya. That's at home, obviously, but that's what it's looked like here in this one. And I talked to Coach, if you just heard on the interview, the alley-oop off the backboard from Evan Troike to Muya off of a steal in transition was one of the best plays I've ever got a chance to call the play-by-play on. It resulted in a technical foul that, on hindsight, armchair quarterback was probably, well, actually, at live I questioned it, but if you go back and look at it, it's rightfully questioned. But in the end, it did not matter, and in the end, it will be a legendary play here in this 3A tournament. Talking with members of Hutchinson Community College Athletic Department, they've been running this tournament for a while, and pretty good consensus that Caleb is one of the best players they've ever seen here, probably since Ron Baker played in this, and Ron's in the NBA right now. So he played in the state tournament some years ago, went on to Wichita State, and that's pretty good company, I think, to keep. But he will need to have a good ball game here tonight as Beloit Trojans looking to try to win it here. The Girard Trojans in their 3rd state championship ball game. They've been in the state tournament a few times. They've had a couple of third place finish. They've had a couple of second place finishes, trying to get the first place finish for Beloit. Likewise, they have been to the state championship game in Class 3A 5 times, have finished second 5 times. as a school, they have a bunch of state championships, wrestling, and all that. But and then their coaching staff, interesting stories from them. All three on the staff are Beloit graduates, and all three have played in the state tournament for Beloit. And so if you don't think this means a little bit for them, you would be mistaken. We'll see if that helps or maybe hinders them as they get ready for this one. Get ready to go out onto the floor to do introductions. They'll recognize some officials as well here before this ball game. Take a look at our area matchups brought to you by our friends at Bumper to Bumper. Bumper to Bumper, formerly Brenneman Auto Parts, has been serving the Girard area since 1935. Come in and talk with Willie for the need for belts, Bosch brake pads, Wicks filters, Timken bearings, and so much more. Bumper to Bumper, 101 East Prairie Street in Girard. And earlier tonight, Colgan was knocked off as far as local teams. They were beat by Inman in their third place game. They got beat by Hutch Trinity yesterday, 36-31. They lose to Inman 60-56 in overtime. That's the only other remaining team kind of from Southeast Kansas still in the tournament. And so the Panthers finished fourth in Class 2A. Keys to the game brought to you by Bender on 7. The key to satisfying your appetite is a stop at Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become a Girard favorite with great daily specials. Get in there today and watch the game. Bender on 7. Dine in or call for a pickup, 620-724-4860. And we've seen a lot of basketball here over the last few days. Obviously, I think mentally is a piece of it. But physically, can you keep up with this big, long, lanky team in Beloit? And can you have some really good ball games?
Well, BJ, we've made it as far as you can go. It's I think it's time to let it hang out.
Yeah, certainly. You got to just kind of put it all on the line. I think one of the keys is, do you have more in the tank? Can you dig down a little deeper energy-wise? Evan Troike has not missed a minute of this game. Caleb Muya has only sat 5 minutes of this tournament, rather. And I would suspect that Evan Troike will finish this tournament without sitting on the bench, hopefully. Certainly if he can stay out of foul trouble in this ballgame. We'll step away, take another quick break. We are quickly approaching tip-off. Here is the Girard Trojans take on the Beloit Trojans in this Class 3A state championship right here on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
McClelland Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClelland Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClelland Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClelland and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClelland Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClelland Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why NORRIS Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. NORRIS Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Back out here to Hutchinson Sports Arena. The Girard Trojans get ready to take on the Beloit Trojans. It's Class 3A state championship game. BJ Harris, Dale Shireman along with you. They are going through the introductions of everybody. They go all the way up to the very top. Top dog and Blaze Bauer, the superintendent, and work their way through everybody here inside this gymnasium. Good crowd on hand from G-Town. Hopefully a good crowd watching at home as well or listening. Got people that can't get around the computer, let them know they can listen locally on radio on 100.7 KSHQ ESPN there in Pittsburgh. And we appreciate the support of MyTown Media. Certainly appreciate the support of all of our sponsors who have helped us come out here and cover this tournament, which has been just an incredible experience here in this venue and in this town. They've done a really good job with this tournament, I believe, and certainly it makes it easier and makes you feel a little bit better like they did a good job whenever you're in the championship game.
That's right. When you can come out here and get through the bracket, and life's pretty good.
Does the sweater vest work? Yeah.
I like it. I like the sweater vest.
I superstitiously put on the exact same outfit that I wore in 2016 when the Lady Trojans won their state championship. So I like to take some pictures with Coach Westcott like I did with Coach Herlocker after that game and look exactly the same. That would be my dream. But we will see. Go through the starting lineups here. We will go through the starting lineups as well. Brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style that you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carlos Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your very best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First up for Beloit, it'll be number 0, Carson Cox, a 6-foot junior, averages 7.1 points per ball game. Number 1, Vincent Paulin. Paulin, a 5'10 junior, the leading scorer at 14.5 points per ball game. Number 3, Hudson Smith, the 5'6 senior. He averages 8.4 points per ball game. He's their second leading rebounder as well. He's their top rebounder here in the tournament as he's averaged a double-double in his first 2 games of the state tournament. Number 50, Tate Thompson, a 6'7 senior. And number 55, Colin Chandler, a 6'1 senior. The head coach for Beloit is Ryan Eilert. He played for Beloit and graduated from there, played for them in 93 and 94 state tournament teams that did not win. He's in his 11th year. Coincidentally enough, I think Coach Westcott's in his 11th year for the Trojans. Starting lineup for the Trojans, Ryder Worrell, 5'11 junior, averages 10.1 points per ball game. Ryder's had himself a really good ball game, really good tournament here in Hutchinson. Number 10, Caleb Muya, 6'3 senior, averaging 24.2 points per ball game. He's averaging 25 a night here in this tournament. He had 33 points and 11 rebounds last night. Number 12, Dylan Collins, a 6'1 senior, averages 6.2. Number 50, Evan Troike, a 5'10 senior, leading rebounder in the tournament right now. And he's averaging 7.6 points per ball game. I think Evan needs to have a big ball game, and if he does, it'll be a good day for the Trojans. And then 55, Carter Doherty, 6'5 senior, averages 8.1. Battled through some foul trouble last night. I think that's a key for the Trojans as well to keep him out of foul trouble. Opening tip-off brought to you by Leritz Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Leritz Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or sign them up for classes. Leritz Ceramics, 620-724-8442. Forgot to mention head coach is Rod Westcott, obviously, in his second state championship. The other one was 10 years ago, which is bonkers to think about. And we are about ready to get things cranking here in the Class 3A state championship game. Center court, Caleb Muya leaping against Tate Thompson. And the Trojans will win the opening tip as they move from left to right as you watch it here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Evan Troike will call out the plays. Skip pass far side, Collins. Wide open look at 1-3 on the way. Good! That's huge for Dylan, I think. He has started out so many games that way. Had not really done that. He had a big 3 the other night. The Trojans will take the early lead. 3-0. Spinning, elevating, on the way, shot rattled in by Carson Cox. And they make quick work at it. Troike on the right side. Trojans want to run a little bit and get this team up and down the floor. Try to run their wheels off it. Another one. Didn't take it. Troike looks to attack. Kick, corner, open look. Ryder whirl on the way. 3, good! Ryder whirl. Trojans open up on back-to-back threes. 6-2, 7 minutes to go. 1 minute into the state championship game. Here's Smith. He'll drive. Hudson Smith, guarded by Troike. And then they put Ryder on the leading scorer, Paulin. Those are 2 matchups to watch. They get the switch, man-to-man. Now Muya's on him. Paulin will go. Leaner, on the way, no good. Loose ball pulled out there by Caleb Muya. Caleb going to lead the charge. Caleb in transition, gets stopped. Now he'll step through, pull it up, and good. Muya. Trojans lead at 8-2. 6:28 to play. Opening quarter. Kick left side. Hudson Smith, 3 on the way. Appeared to be off mark. It was. Rebound pulled out of there by Ryder Whirl. Ryder in transition. Now he'll pull back. Kick top of the key for Collins. Here's Troike. High post for Doherty. Swing it back around. Another wide open look from Ryder Whirl. This one's no good. Knocked around. Pulled out of there by the big fella in Tate Thompson. First open frame on offense the Trojans have had. Way downtown. All the way good from Carson Cox. We've got ourselves a 3-point competition going on now to start this ball game. 8-5 Trojans in front. Girard, just so you know, if you hear me say Trojans, I'm talking about the Girard Trojans. I think that probably goes without saying.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that, but
if I say Trojans, I'm talking about Girard. I've done this before. Trojans in that first state, I believe it was the first time they played for a state championship in that tournament, knocked off the Andover Trojans in that one. First foul of the ball game, that was on Hudson Smith. Troike in the left corner, spinning, baseline, lots of pressure, lost the ball, kick. Ryder, he walked with it. A fever pitch to start this first quarter. Has slowed just a little bit over the last minute or so. 5:22 to go in the opening quarter. Girard Trojans lead at 8-5. Bringing it up the floor is Paulin. He'll scoop off right side. Now looking to drive is Cox. Kick back to Paulin at the elbow. Up and under. Ryder whirl. That's a good take by Vincent Paulin. Ryder might have his hands full. He has stopped some of the best players in Southeast Kansas on defense. Just a jitterbug out there. Here's Troike, 4:54 to the corner for Ryder. They go back around. High post, Carter. Another one. Ryder pumping. Now he'll drive into the paint. Lots of contact. He'll be fouled. And in the first quarter of that first game, the nerves were off the charts for the Trojans, and leading the pack was Ryder Whirl. And he has come back down to earth mightily in the last 7 quarters of basketball here at the state tournament. And that has been huge for the Trojans. Girard clean to a 1-point lead. 4:40 to play first quarter. Up 8-7. Whirl holding out high, top of the key. Over to Evan Troike on the right wing. Wanted to throw it inside for Millian, lost his footing, got kind of knocked down maybe. Up in front for Cox. Beloit with a chance to take their first lead of the ball game. Dump off inside. Here's the big Bulls battling down inside. Turnaround jumper over the top. 6'7". Not very many people that can shoot over the top of Carter Doherty, but Tate Thompson does, and Beloit has their first lead of the ball game. Trojans back with it, moving from left to right. Collins for 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Troike, Evan. Had 11 of them last night, and then he gets it to the rim. Off the rebound, 10-9. This is a puncher's duel right now. Both teams kind of throwing haymakers in the early going. Off right wing for Budke. Now here is Paulin, way out high. They get the switch back and put Troike on him. 3:35 to go first quarter. Paulin driving, loses it. They're going to call foul on Evan Troike. A little bit of contact I'll tell you what, a night ago, that's not a foul.
Right.
You get any time in the paint. Now we're letting them just do whatever they wanted. Out of the ball game one, they make a switch on the big guys. Tate Thompson, they trade out 1 inch as Bryce Mason comes into the ball game. And then Hudson Smith going to check back into the ball game. Out goes Vincent Pollen for Beloit. Also in is Hudson Gray for them. On the left side, he's got it. He'll go over to Smith. Back around they go. In as well as Braxton Eilert. Scoop off. Here's Gray. Certainly the depth of Beloit is an advantage for them. Hudson Smith, kick. Eilert, good, nearly lost it. Gave time for Troike to recover. Up and under, kick. Open look at it, on the way. Left it short. Rebound pulled out of there by Dylan Collins. He'll pull it back. That was a take by Hayden Budke. And the Trojans will run the offense up by 1. 10-9, 2:56 to go first quarter. Off right side for Ryder Worrell. Have not been able to get much into the paint for Caleb Muya. Evan Troike will drive, kick, pucked out of bounds. He was trying to dish as Carter Doherty was crashing from the left side. It gets poked out of bounds by Beloit, so it'll stay with the Trojans. Muya to inbound. Caleb going in deep for Collins. Over to Worrell on the right wing. Man-to-man defense, rather, I believe. Maybe it's a zone with a spy. Ryder, they close out on him. He'll go over to Dylan Collins. Back to Ryder. 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Trojans up by 1. Outside for Worrell, he'll step back and recall the offense. Beloit fans getting into it. Trojans dictating the terms of this offensive possession, though. Off left side, skip pass, Worrell. Ryder back over. They have packed it inside a little bit on the Trojans. Here's Muya on the right wing. Caleb trying to go. Kick for Collins, way downtown. Dylan on the way, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Ryder Worrell. Kick for Troike. Evan. Trojans get another crack at here with a minute 47. Being very, very patient in half court. Maybe as patient as I've ever seen him. Oh, Collins, little runner with the right hand. Left it short. Rebound pulled out of there by Hudson Smith. Long possession, but empty. Up in front for Gray. Here's a 3 on the way. That's no good. Rebound Muya. Caleb going to lead the charge. This is where he did some of his best work. He gets fouled. Oh, they're going to call travel. I don't know if I saw the travel. I saw a foul as he was trying to slide by him. Help came in a hurry, though, from that backside. Braxton Eilert, pretty quick scoots on that dude as he comes over to try to give help. And I'm sure that was one of the things they talked about as well on a breakaway. They've got to get back on defense. Minute 14 to play here in this first quarter. Girard holds on to a 1-point lead over Beloit. Dump off inside. Help comes from St. Henderson to steal for the Trojans. And they nearly jump it. Muya gets it. Now the Trojans have numbers. Caleb this time will lead the charge. He'll kick. Open look. Ryder Worrell. Plenty of time. Good! His second 3 of the first quarter. Trojans' largest lead is 4. Under a minute to play first quarter. Top of the key. Kick right side. Another 3 on the way. And again from Eilert. No good. And cleared out of there by Carter Doherty. Trojans a chance to add to their lead. Muya in transition. He'll hold up. Shot high off the glass. No good. But a charge. Frustration. Kind of back to where we started on Thursday. There was a late whistle. And a charge called on Caleb Muya, his first. It's team foul number 2 on the Trojans. And with 32 seconds left, Beloit a chance to perhaps hold for the final shot of this first quarter. Hudson Smith with it on the right wing. Back around. Top of the key for Cox. He's got most of their points. 5 of their 9. And a shot up and good. And a shot up and good by Muya for 3. Cox got a 3. Muya answered it back. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball from the state tournament on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
(16-12), Trojans lead by 4. That matches their largest lead of the first half so far. And it'll be Beloit basketball. Moving from right to left. 16-12, Trojans lead it. Up, off the glass, good on the big guy, Tate Thompson. He's got 4 points, and it's back to a 2-point contest here, 16-14. Dylan Collins getting ready to check back into the ball game. Gabe Muya will come into the ball game as well here momentarily. Gabe having a pretty good tournament as well as a sophomore. Some of his biggest moments. Caleb elevating, left it short, poked out of there by Zane Henderson. Headsy play there by Zane. Here's Troike, he'll hold up, shot up, no good, rebound, pulled out, Trojans another rebound, Muya up, no good, but he is fouled, and Caleb will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Muya knocks down a triple nearly at the buzzer, right at the buzzer in that first quarter, and he had 5 in the first quarter. Ryder World led the way with 6. Trojans with 4 threes. I'm betting the scout for Beloit did not have that they were going to make 4 threes in the first quarter.
Yeah, we talked to the coaches, at the hotel, and they were saying if we could get some threes outside, loosen them up a little bit. But right now they're packing the paint pretty tight.
Caleb missed the first one. Rolled the second one in over the top of the front of the iron. 17-14. Trojans lead at 7:05 to play here in this opening half. Up the floor, top of the key for Pollen. Dump off inside. Shot up, this time rolled off, rebound Muya. Tried to be poked out of there by Hudson Smith. Here come the Trojans in transition off the Troike. Evan spinning to the rim. Shot no good, but he is fouled. And Evan will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Evan attacking, that's good. Trojans need that. And Evan will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Troike just 1 of 3 in the fourth quarter last night. 6 out of 8 the night before. And first one's no good. Trojans have not shot very good from the free throw line here early going to this one, although they haven't had a lot of chances. Just 1 out of 3 as a team. 0 for 1 for Evan. Second one's up. That one rolls in. Girard leads at 18-14, back to matching their largest lead of 4 points. 6:41 to go in the first half. Off right side for Pollen. Way downtown for Cox. Good, man. That dude, that's his 3rd 3 of the first half. If it weren't for him, the Trojans might have this one blown open already. But he has kept pace. He's got 11 of their 17. Muya, Gabe, down and low, lost it. Going away. Here comes Beloit. Chance to take the lead back. They led momentarily. Cox again from way downtown. He's good! Holy mackerel! He is putting on a show. And Beloit comes storming back. Trojans need a bucket or a timeout, perhaps. Try to stop this momentum. Old Uncle Mo is on favor of the team in orange and black right now. Skip pass to Gabe Muya on the right wing. Here's Caleb for Collins. Dylan will drive. Now he'll pull it back. Here's Troike. Doherty not had hardly any touches for Carter down in the paint. They've kind of isolated him or Troika will pull back, 5:41 to play in the first half. Collins from way downtown, no good, missed it. And nearly saved by Evan Troika, but it'll go back. Legs are out a little bit, I think, on Dylan. He probably needs to step in on that one. 20-18, Trojans' largest deficit now. Beloit led briefly, 9-8, 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Right now, it's a 2-point ball game. 5:32 to play first half. Trojans in the 2-3. Paulin. Cox. Way downtown deep. Budke on the way. Good. Goodness gracious. Here they come. That's Hudson Gray, rather. And there's that timeout. That is a 9-0 run right now for Beloit. And a timeout taken by Coach Westcott. 5:15 to play first half. We're back at 30. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Line.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and Mobile Banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
23-18, Trojans of Girard trail the Beloit Trojans by 5. That's the largest lead of the ball game for either team. 5:13 to go first half. Trojans with it. Girard on the right wing for Troika. Evan, skip pass. Collins to Ryder Whirl. Thought about a deep three, didn't take it. Evan Troika with it on the right wing. I think Beloit settled down maybe just a little bit. Zane Henderson on the right corner, left corner rather. Dump off inside Troika, back to Henderson, back over to Ryder Whirl. Here's Collins, here's Muya. Zone defense here for Beloit. Trojans just all over the place. Here's Muya, gets it down low. Caleb will step through, shot up good, and a foul. I don't know why opponents, when he turns his back and faces the other way, think he's going that way. Right. He gets it that deep. He's going to the rim. And Caleb had a bunch of and ones last night. That's his first of the night here in this one. A chance to pull the Trojans back to within 2. Caleb has shot really well from the free throw line. He's continued to do that here in this tournament. And one on the way, rolls out. Trojans just a little bit cold from the free throw line. They left some points out there so far in this one. 4:36 to play in the first half. Girard trails by 3. Trojans put a little pressure. Nearly a foul. They don't get it. Thought they would. Here's Gray. Scoop off for Eiler. Trojans going to that kind of feisty little pressure. There's a steal by Ryder Whirl. Ryder up the floor. Ryder trying to go across the lane from Muya. Caleb will go up. He'll put it. No good. Trojans squander an opportunity there. Still loose. Out of bounds. It's out of bounds. Should be Trojan basketball. It is. Girard gets it back. That was a nice play defensively by Ryder, but he got a little too deep before he had made a decision. He could have gone back over to Caleb earlier on that break. Muya will inbound here for the Trojans deep for Dylan Collins. He'll kick for Ryder Whirl on the right wing. Here's Troika. Now Collins. Muya on the left side. 4:03 to play in the first half. Girard trails by 3, 23-20. Ryder Whirl. Trojans in the half court have been patient. Not overly effective, but certainly patient. Here's Caleb. Pull up jumper on the way, no good, but he is fouled. Caleb wish he didn't have the foul, would rather have the
bucket,
little
yeah.
boingy, boing. What he does, I swear it makes a sound. And he hits the ground and goes right back up. But a chance at the free throw line to pull the Trojans back to within 1. Caleb 1 of 3 now on the day from the free throw line. And this one's too hard. That's fatigue, is what that is.
It is. It's 3 games back to back to back.
And free throws become difficult when those legs start to go a little bit. But fatigue will affect you in the first half of a state championship game. Second half, it's all on the line, and you probably don't worry too much about that then. Trojans stopped the 9-0 run. Trying to go to that pressure defense again here in the first half. It's the first time coach has pulled that kind of out in the first half of the ball game. Down inside of the big fella. Trojans with some size disadvantage. And Mason into the ball game. Bryce Mason, his first bucket, the 6'6 junior. 25-21. Ryder Whirl with it on the right wing. 3:17 to play first half. Class 3A state championship. On the left side for Ryder Whirl. Here's Henderson. Skip pass for Collins. He'll catch. Over to Whirl. Left wing. 3:02. Trojans have not been able to get out in transition much. Muya nearly lost it. They have 3 guys on him. Caleb just can't do anything. And they call travel on him. I tell you, it's going to be a tough day if they're just going to let him hack away at him when he gets the ball down and low like that. 3 guys just reaching at the ball.
Yeah, no one grabs anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's going to be tough for him. He gets it into the paint a little bit, and they just start whacking away at his arms. That's the MO for teams. TMP tried to do it last night, got about as physical as you could without having charges filed. Off left side, here's a 3 on the way, no good. Up, and a foul going to be called against Mason on the push. Down inside. His first, team 7, so that'll be 1 and 1 for whoever he fouled. Maybe Troike?
Troike, I believe, yeah.
And Evan go to the free throw line, 1 of 2 on the night from the charity stripe. 2:44 to play into first half. Trojans trail at 25-21. They led throughout most of the first quarter. And have relinquished that lead on a midst of a 9-0 run by Beloit. Trojans have slowed that now. Here's the front side of the end one for Evan Troike, up and good. He's got 4 points in the ball game. 25-22. Here's the second one. Up, down, missed it, rolled out. I thought that one's good, but just caught and rolled. It'll stay a 3-point game with 2:39 to play in the first half. They've kept him quiet. And Apollon, their leading scorer. Hudson Smith going to be fouled on the floor. I think it's Ryder Whirl. His first. Team foul number 3. Inbound for Pollen. He'll blow past Ryder. Kick. Off right side for Gray. Nearly stolen. Dylan Collins throws it. Still loose. Evan Troike. Now the Trojans are out of number. Nope, Carter Doherty with it. Now Muya with it. Caleb. He'll cross over, lean on the way. Good. And the foul. Oh, they call a charge. Boy, he has not gotten the benefit of the doubt on those this tournament. Off left side, wide open look. How does Cox get open like that? It's his 5th 3 of the first half for Carson Cox. He averages 7 points a game. He's got 17. He has kept them in this ball game, that's for darn sure. Largest lead of the game now is 6 for anybody. Trojans need a bucket. First time they've gotten to the post for Carter Doherty. He is covered up and nearly threw it away. Dylan Collins gets it. And now here's Worrell with 1:36 to play. Energy's worn off for the Trojans. Started out like gangbusters. Just have not done a very good job in transition. And then when you do get a good transition play, you get called for a charge. Louis has 2 fouls, by the way. I didn't say that. Right wing for Caleb. Hassled by Cox. Go over to Worrell. 1:12 to play first half. Collins will put it on the deck. Kick. Ryder Whirl, 3 on the way. That one's no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Pollen. Well, they've cooled a little bit, have the Trojans. Cox probably shouldn't get a wide open look again. He is wide open on the other left side right now. They may work for the final shot. We'll see. Pollen kick open again. He's wide open again. And he's good. What is going on? 31-22. It's a 9-point ball game, just like that. Carson Cox has gone unconscious from 3-point range, and the Trojans have let him. Girard needs to find an answer for that. They should spend the entire halftime locker room talking about that. Trojans need a bucket here, try to take just a hair of momentum into the halftime locker room. They had it through a big portion of the first half, but they have lost it here in this second quarter, and it is all Beloit right now. 13 seconds to play. 9. Beloit, Trojans playing right into the Beloit crowd. Beloit student section. Kick, whirl, open look, 3 on the way. It's good! It's a big, big 3 right there by Ryder Whirl. And that's the end of the first half. We got ourselves a dandy here in Hutchinson. It is flat game on here in this Class 3A state championship game. Girard wins the first quarter, Beloit wins the second quarter, and Ryder Whirl and Carson Cox might just have a 3-point contest to figure it all out. It's halftime in Hutchinson. Trojans lead it 31-25. We're back to talk about it on the GM Bank halftime show. GM Bank, formerly Girard National Bank. New name, but still providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Business, personal, agricultural needs, turn to GM Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We'll talk about it next on the GM Bank halftime show on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans! Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Back out here at halftime, we got ourselves a dandy. Girard Trojans trailing it right now, 31-25 to the Beloit Trojans. Class 3A state tournament, state championship game. Trojans of Girard trailing it. Here's how we got to where we are. So we take a look at it on the Kennar Eye Care Eye on the Game. Thanks to the support from their community, Kennar Eye Care has nearly doubled their space and extended their hours. They've got locations in both Pittsburgh and Girard. Kennar Eye Care is the clear choice. Make your appointment by calling 620-235-1737. And the Girard Trojans would have the early lead, 3-0. And they would stretch it out as many as 6. I said 6 points was the largest lead for anybody, but Trojans did lead it early. Girard did lead it by 6, 8-2. But then Beloit would trim that down. They would take their first lead with 4:12 to play in the first quarter, 9-8. And then Beloit would lead by as many as 4 as they led at the end of the first quarter, 16-12. Trojans, the Trojans led by as many as 4 as they led 16-12 at the end of the first quarter, did Girard. But then Beloit got going a little bit after the Trojans led by 4 again, 18-14. Beloit went on a 9-0 run, grabbed the lead, led 23-18 before that was stopped, and then it got back out to 6, 28-22, and then 31-25 is your halftime score right now. Take a look at our halftime stats. Halftime stats are brought to you by Murphy Lawn Care. Spring is right around the corner. Call Jess Murphy for total lawn care, including crabgrass and broadleaf control. Murphy Lawn Care. Call 620-724-0132. For the Trojans, for Beloit, the only stat that really matters is Carson Cox, he's a 31% three-point shooter, and he's shot a lot of them on the season. Coming into this ball game, he was 41 of 129, so he's pulled the trigger on some threes, but he is 100% on threes in this one. He has 6 of them in the first half. 7 of 7 from the field. He has a 2 as well. 20 first half points. The rest of Beloit's team combining for 11 points. He has 20 of their 11. And I mean, I think the argument you have if you're Coach Westcott right now, you say that can't continue. One, you can't allow it to continue. His looks were wide open as well. But 2, you're going to cool off at some point, you'd think. And nobody else has really stepped up. But I think the reason he's getting open looks is the Trojans are selling out on Paulin and Hudson Smith right now.
Yeah, we knew about Paulin and Hudson Smith, and that, I think that was the emphasis that we talked about earlier. I talked about it in the pregame there, and this guy, we wasn't on the radar. And he came out gangbuster and just knocking them down.
Well, he averages 7.1 points per ball game. I got to believe if he's averaging 7 points a game, 20 is probably a season high. But everybody averages 7 points a game on this team. Tate Thompson has 8.1. Hayden Budke has 7.7. Hudson Smith, 8.4. And Carson Cox, so they're all kind of even anyways. And then you always fear that going into a state championship. I hope nobody has their career game, And right now he is having his career game. Trojans, though, have been able to at least keep pace a little bit. And behind Ryder Worrell, who probably having a career game for him as well, as he's got 9 first half points to lead the Trojans on 3 of 5 shooting from three-point range. 9 points from Caleb Muya. 4 points from Evan Troike, 3 points from Dylan Collins from behind the arc. Carter Doherty has not had an attempt on the basket in that first half. The length, I think, of Beloit is causing trouble. Tate Thompson, 6'7", and whenever he gets a break, it's Bryce Mason at 6'6". Trojans might want to try to draw something up, try to get Carter into it offensively. From a team standpoint, Beloit shooting 62% from the field. Again, that's got to cool off a little bit, including 58.3% from the three-point line. 6 of 7 of those attempts by Carson Cox. Trojans 50% from three-point range as well, 47% from the field. Trojans just 4 of 9 from the free throw line. No attempts from the free throw line for Beloit in that first half. But think about that. The Trojans make those. It's a 1-point game right now. You got to make your free throws. Trojans have 7 turnovers, Beloit with 4. Trojans out rebounding them 10-7, Girard is. And right now at the break, 31-25. Girard leads it, or Girard trails it rather, here at halftime. We're in the Class 3A state championship game. All the marbles on the line in this second half. We'll take another break. We'll come back, get you ready for second half action here from Hutchinson. Girard Trojans trail by 6 at halftime to Beloit. You're watching it here on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you and and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Back in here at halftime of this Class 3A state championship game, the Girard Trojans right now trailing it to the Beloit Trojans 31-25. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Dale Shireman, as neither team has came back out from the locker room yet. They had a longer halftime than they have in this one because of performance by a dance team. And here comes Beloit out of that locker room as I speak. Girard Trojans yet to emerge. See how the second half goes. First half for the Trojans. Again, led by Ryder Worrell and Caleb Booye, each with 9 points. And Carson Cox with 20 on 6 of 6 shooting from three-point range. I suspect he was a topic of conversation in that locker room just a little bit ago. Earlier tonight, Royal Valley knocked off Cheney in the girls' game, went to overtime, 55-52. Royal Valley did not lead very many minutes of that game at all, but led when it mattered. And right now the Trojans of Girard trying to get into it as well. Colgan falls earlier today, the only other team remaining in Southeast Kansas in the tournament. They fall to Inman in their third place attempt after losing to Hutch Trinity yesterday. Been a great experience out here in Hutchinson. This is a great venue. Our first time out here in this 3A tournament from Hutchinson. They've been the longtime host of this tournament here and been very good at running a tournament. Certainly they'll have the Junior College National Championship tournament in a couple of weeks out here, and so they're no strangers to good basketball. And they've done a darn good job with this one. Spring sports right around the season. We'll release our spring sports schedule probably next week early. Once Dale gets me his travel schedule, we'll figure out when we're going to be covering some Girard softball and baseball this season. We've got 9 broadcasts in the hopper. Just not exactly sure which ones they are going to be, and obviously weather becomes an issue in that sport, so we will see. But again, it's just been an incredible experience to be out here, incredible experience to bring you Trojan basketball, and hopefully we will continue to do it for a long, long time here on Girard Sports Live. We'll take one more break, come back. Second half coming your way next from this state championship game. The Beloit Trojans, Girard Trojans of Girard trail by 6 at the break. We're back in 2. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from DERAILED Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at DERAILED Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day. And of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
Here we go, the second half from this Class 3A state championship for a moment, and then they stop it and bring it back and take something off the floor.
Third quarter possession arrow, Girard.
And we'll do it again. Trojans with it. Girard, they didn't reset the clock.
Nope, lost 2 seconds.
Off left corner for Ryder as the Trojans will start this second half again. If I say Trojans, here's the elevate free throw line. Jumper good by Caleb. We have not seen that shot a whole lot from that distance. That looked pretty sweet. So the Trojans of Girard strike first here. If I say Trojans, I mean Girard. Here's a shot up, no good. His first miss. Hopefully a sign of things to come and a foul going to be called as well on that one. Carson Cox, if that goes down, the roof is going off of this place.
Yes, it is.
And he misses his first 3 of the ball game on this first possession of the second half. And it'll be Trojan basketball going from right to left, 31-27. Girard down by 4. Off left side for Dylan Collins, left corner for Ryder Whirl. They jump it, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to, or going to go to Beloit. Beloit fans probably wanted a foul as Caleb basically gave a hug there to Vincent Paulin, and Trojans got to be careful with the basketball. Every possession matters now in the second half of a state championship game. Here is Paulin on the right wing, their leading scorer. Had 2 in the first half. Scoop off for Hudson Smith. And here's Cox. They've switched now and put Ryder on Cox in this man-to-man here. And put Dylan Collins on Hudson Smith. Now they've switched back. So in a zone. Here's an open look by Paulin on the way, no good. Rebound. Mulia, nope, stripped out of there by Hudson. And a foul going to be called on Caleb. It's his third. First 2 are offensive fouls, both questionable. And that was an early 3, foul number 3. That is that's a blow to the Girard Trojans. I'll certainly say that. Here's a catch. Shot, no. He fakes it. Leaner on the way, no good. Caleb can't get the rebound. Carter does. And he'll throw it over for Troike. Beloit coming out much more aggressive defensively here in their early going minute and a half into the second half anyways. Here's Ryder. Elevate. Leaner on the way, no good. Rebound, Carter. Last touch by Hudson Smith out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. 31-27. Girard Trojans trail by 4, 6:26 to go third quarter. Trojan basketball will inbound from underneath their own basket. Here's Troike. Throw it around. He'll catch it left wing. Over to Whirl. Ryder, wide open 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Collins. His putback is up and good. Dylan, right place, right time. He's got 5. Trojans back to within 2. 31-29. 6:08. Trojans go to their little press as well. Didn't play it much in that first half. Here's Hudson Smith scooping around. Blocked by Carter Doherty from behind. And then a foul called on Carter. This has been frustrating to me a little bit. A little bit inconsistent in the paint, certainly. And it will be Beloit's basketball. Carter just his first foul. And a steal by the Trojans. Trojans can't get out in transition. Need to be able to run a little bit. Here's Evan. He'll just split the defense. Kick to the corner for Ryder. Back around to Evan. Evan will step up. He'll slash. Elevate on the way. Catches the heel. No good. Hooked out of bounds by Hudson Smith. No. Out of bounds off of Carter, they say. And it'll stay a 2-point game here with 5:43 to play in the third. Budke going to come into the ball game, and he will replace Colin Chandler. 5:41 and counting in the third. Girard trails by 2. They go to that little token, or not token press, they go to that little zone press. Throw it out. Now here's Smith. An open look from Pollen on the way. Good. Yep. He's their best player, and he gets a wide open look. Trojans are being a little aggressive, and it's leaving open looks for Beloit. Oral's cooled off a little bit. He'll have another look. Nope, doesn't take it. Dylan Collins will step up. He'll slash. No look. Over to Troike. Free throw line. Carter Doherty open. Look at it. Good. Carter's first bucket of the ball game. 34-31 and a timeout taken by Girard. Coach seeing something. What does he want to draw up here? It's a 30. 34-31. Trojans down by 3. We're back at 30. You're watching Trojan basketball, Girard Sports.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
(34-31). Did that guy hear what I was talking about in the break?
I think so.
It'll be Beloit basketball moving left to right. It'll be held by Vincent Pollen. He'll slide over, drive, poked out from behind by Ryder Whirl. But the Ryder's going to get called for the foul. It'll be his second. Reach around there and try to poke it out. It'll be team foul number 3 on the Trojans of Girard. It's going to send Pollen to the free throw line to shoot his first free throws of the night. Pollen on the season, a 76% free throw shooter, their best free throw shooter, and he'll knock down the first one. He was quiet in the first half, just 2 points in the first half. But he's got 4 now here in this second for 6 for the ball game. Here's the second one. That stretches the lead out to 5, 36-31. Trojans with it, moving from right to left, 4:51 to go third quarter, 36-31. Caleb Muya hold on the left side, he'll go to Whirl. Over to Troike. Evan holding. Coach lost that jacket seconds into this one. Their left side for Collins. Trojans patient, but Beloit starting to jump those passes on the perimeter. There's got to be a hole somewhere. Dylan Collins, plenty of time. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound by Doherty. His putback is no good, but he is fouled. And Caleb coming back to try to clear the glass, throws it down, but that's twice a foul stopped at what was a sure 2 points for the Trojans. Carter Doherty will go to the free throw line. 54% free throw shooter coming into this tournament. They had a ton of attempts here in this tournament as well. 1 of 2 last night, and 2 of 2 the night before that. And he knocks down the first one. Carter's going to have to get his points from rebounds. Just they have made a point to try to front him and keep him from getting the basketball in the offense. And he banks the second one. Off the back iron, no good. It'll stay here, a 4-point game. 4:16 to go, third quarter, 36-32. Girard Trojans, Beloit Trojans, Class 3A state championship. Pollen on the left side, the junior. Trojans back in a man. Kick, Cox, close out, good one from Collins. Leaner, Cox no good. He's missed his back-to-back shots after not missing one in first half. Trojans got to capitalize here offensively. Troike, kick, Ryder, 3, on the way, no good. Rebound, Troike, puts it right back up, no good. And it's gathered up by Beloit. Evans got to come down and get his feet set. No reason to try to put that one back up there hanging. Now Pollen in transition. He'll step across. Shot no good. Knocked up. Carter Doherty with the rebound. A big one on the boards on the defensive end. Trojans going the other direction now. Right to left. Here's Collins. Kick. Troike. And Evan will slow it down and take a breath here. 3:23 to play in the third quarter. 36-32. Girard trails by 4. Up inside for Carter Doherty. He'll catch. Then he lost it. Ooh, catch that ball with two hands, brother. And it goes in the backcourt now for Paulin. He'll bring it across the timeline. Off left side by Budke. Now here is Paulin. He'll step back. Would not be surprised if he tries to take it right here at Caleb Muya. Caleb with those 3 fouls. He'll go over the top of him. No good. Good defense by Caleb. Now the Trojans in transition have struggled. Kick. Collins, a 3 on the way. No good. Trojans have missed a couple of threes. Carter Doherty goes up and touched out of bounds off Beloit. It'll stay with Girard. Carter's coming with his lunch pail here in the second half of the glass. And Eilert going to check back in the ball game. Hudson Smith will check back into the ball game. Out goes Cox. Out goes Paulin. Both those guys look to be a little bit tuckered as well. Trojan basketball underneath the basket for Caleb Muya. Throw it in deep for Collins. Trojans need to try to get one at the glass, a little bit higher percentage. They have cooled off from the three-point range. How about this one right there? More of that.
Yep.
If I'm putting it in order, that's what I'm ordering. 36-34. Back to a 2-point ball game for Girard, trailing 2:24 to play in the third quarter. Off right side, looking to go is Gray. Nearly blocked. Troike clearing the glass. Evan gets it. Trojans with a chance to tie this one or perhaps take the lead. Evan in transition. Kick for Ryder Whirl. Ryder will drive. He'll kick to Muya. Caleb with the free throw line, and he is going to be called for a carry. He sometimes will do that. Sometimes he'll have a little shove off too. He probably would have got called for that if he didn't have to carry first. 2-point game. Eilert, drive, block, Caleb's fourth. That's no good. I would say on the season, Caleb Muya maybe had 1 charge, maybe 2. He has had 4 in this tournament. They have been the majority of his fouls. And that's unfortunate. At the free throw line to shoot is Budke, and he misses the first one. Gabe going to come in and have a generational switch here as younger brother going to have to fill the shoes of big bro here for a few minutes at least. Budke made the second, missed the first. 37-34. Girard has not played their best basketball here really in this game, and they're only down by 3. Here's Gabe on the side, into Troike, backside, Collins, Dillon, leader on the way, no good. Evans got to take that shot when he gets it down there too. Had an opportunity for it, I just don't think he saw that he was that open. Here's Gray, scoop, off, minute 29 to play third quarter. It was a 6-point game at halftime. Trojans trail by as many as 9 in that second quarter. And they'll trail by 3. That should be a charge. Oh.
How are they?
Well, it may have not have been a charge on a traditional way, but the fact he kind of put his arm out there and pushed him down as he was sliding by. Evan picks up his second personal foul. Here's Smith, kick, wide open look on the way, no good. Rebound Smith, he'll put it right back up and in. Hudson Smith's first bucket of the ball game. And it's back to a 5-point game, 39-34. Girard needs a bucket here to try to stop this momentum that seems to just consistently be in the favor. Now a foul going to be called against Beloit. Away from the ball. Foul's going to be called on Hudson Gray. His first, team 3. 1:01 to play third quarter, 39-34. Girard Trojans trail by 4. Into Gabe Muya. Gabe will go up. Gets the shot, but he doesn't get the ball to roll. He does get the foul, and Gabe will go to the free throw line to shoot. 2. He was 3 out of 4, I believe, last night from the free throw line. 1 out of 2 the night before that. A high percentage free throw shooter coming in, just not a lot of attempts. Chance to pull the Trojans back to within 3. First one up. Rolls in good. His first minutes of, well, he came in briefly in that first half, rather. Out goes Eilert. Out goes Mason. And back into the ball game comes Tate Thompson. Gabe Mouy at the free throw line to shoot his second. And that one catches the front iron again. Those were identical to one another. 39-36. 3-point game, a minute to play, third quarter. Off right side for Cox, who had 20 at halftime, none here. Shot up, caught the front iron. Rebound, though, blocked by Carter Doherty, but they call another foul on him. And Carter picks up his second. I thought it was his third. I had him from 2 already. And Budke back at the free throw line. He went for 1 for 2 just a moment ago. And he makes the first one here. 44.5 seconds to play third quarter. Girard trails by 4. And here's the second one from Budke. That one's good. Made them both. He's made his last 3 now. 41-36. 43 seconds to play. Trojans can work for the final shot of this third quarter. Here's Carter Doherty on the right wing. Outside for Gabe Mouy. 30 seconds to play. In the third. Ryder Whirl holding out high. 23 seconds. Here's Evan Troike. He'll pull it out with 20. 17 seconds. Here's Collins to Troike. 12 seconds. Ryder, top of the key with 10. 7. 6. Troike. 3 seconds. Evan, he'll fade away, on the way, catch the front iron, no good. That's the end of 3. 5-point ball game. Trojans chip in the lead by 1. They're going to need to chip into it by 5 as they outscore them 11-10 in that third quarter, but still trail by 5 after 3. We're back in 1 minute for the final quarter of this 2019 Class 3A State Championship. You're watching it on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Here we go, final quarter of play in this Class 3A state championship game. Beloit leads it by 5 with the basketball as they start this fourth quarter. Hudson Smith with it at the free throw line. He'll scoop off for Pollen. He'll elevate, shot up, good. He's not had his average yet, but he has had himself a much better ball game than he started the game. 43-36, Trojans need a bucket. Just can't get too far out of hand. Off left side for just joining us, Caleb Mouy sits on the bench with 4 fouls. It's been an unfortunate turn of events for the top player in this tournament by far. Carter going to put it on the floor, gets stripped from behind. Ball gets poked out of there, and it's out of bounds. It should have been out of bounds off of... I think Collins touched it there at the very end, but I think that was going to be off of Beloit perhaps. 7:18 to play in the fourth quarter. If you want to know the answer to that question.
Yeah, when do you bring Caleb back in?
And it's going to be Beloit basketball. You know they've got to know that they got to go right at him at some point here, even on this possession. Caleb playing with those 4 fouls. Caleb's just going to have to be tremendously smart right here. Outside Cox. Open look at it. Paulin on the way. No good. Rebound, Muya. Caleb going to lead the charge. Poked out from behind. They just beat him up going down the floor. It's just been very disappointing the way things have been allowed to happen here in this one, transpire. But it's just different from last night. I guess it's relatively consistent. It's just different from a night ago. Shot up no good by Paulin on the scoop. Hard pass up to Collins running. Dillon stripped, but he is fouled. And that's a tough call against Beloit. They look pretty clean as well. 6:36 to play in the ball game. 43-36. Dylan Collins go to the free throw line to shoot two. Trojans have not shot the ball great from the free throw line. That's been one of the storylines in this one. The other one was Carson Cox, who had 20 in the first half. He didn't have any in the third quarter. And Collins knocks down the first one, does Dillon. Collins has 6 points in the ball game. Henderson checking into the ball game. He'll replace Gabe Muya. And here comes the second one from Dylan Collins. Up, left it short, but it caught from the front Ryan, but did not roll in. Looked like it was going to catch. Missed it. It'll stay 43-37. 6:30 to play in the ball game. Class 3A state championship. Here's Hudson Smith. He'll scoop off for Cox. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Henderson. Muya going to stop. On the right wing, right side, Collins. He'll drive now. Dillon will step through. Shot on the way, no good. And rebound ended up in the hands of Ryder Rowe, rather. Dillon thought about attacking, doesn't. Pulls it back, 6:03 to play. Henderson to whirl. Ryder cooled off a little bit. Hasn't really taken many attempts. He had 3 threes in the first half. Here's a three by Evan Troike, a rare three-point attempt. He knocks it down. That's a big shot for the Trojans. 43-40. Trojans back to within 3, 5:42 to play. Girard has not gone to that press. There's a near steal by Henderson. Ball's loose, still loose, and it's going to be a timeout taken by Beloit as Caleb, on top of that, wisely comes up off of him before he jumps in there to try to steal it. Trojans to within 3. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. 5:35 to play here in this state championship game.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Girard Trojans back to within 3, 43-40. 5:35 to play in the ball game. Carter Doherty checking back into the ball game for Zane Henderson at that timeout. Out high for Paulin, working against Ryder Whirl. He'll go up and around, no good. Rebound by Doherty. It's a jump ball in favor of the Trojans. It'll be Trojan basketball. Carter Doherty, 6'5" and growing. Tangled up on a rebound with 5'6". He's almost a foot taller than him. That Hudson Smith has been in there on him. He got 5 rebounds. Lead them right now. Trojans chance to pull it back to within 1. Maybe even tie it. Here's Moody at the elbow. Caleb will step back. He'll elevate from the elbow. On the way, no good, but he is fouled. He's taking more of those in this game. A couple. He'll go to the free throw line. Needs to make these free throws. Here with 5:06 to play in the ball game. Caleb, 2 out of 5 in that first half. And he catches the front iron, rolls it in ever so lightly. Caleb with just 11 points before that. Here comes the second one. Up, down, Trojans back to within 1. 43-42. 5:02 to play in the ball game. Paula going to bring it up the timeline. Cross there, Hudson Smith, right wing. And a foul going to be called on Ryder Whirl, his third. And it'll be, I believe, team foul number 6, maybe 7. It is 7, so that's going to send Hudson Smith to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. He's a 67% free throw shooter on the season. And a chance to stretch this lead back out. Here's the front side of the 1-1 from Smith. A strange approach to things, but he's effective. Has that leg kicked back behind him. And here comes the second one. Made the first, made the second. They've shot the ball better from the free throw line than the Trojans. Could that be the difference? 3-point game again, 4:53 to play in the ball game. Ryder World will bring it up for Girard. Starters are in the ball game for the Trojans. That might be the way you go the rest of this game. Off right wing for Troike. Evan down inside for Carter. Back out to Evan. Doesn't catch it cleanly. Evan's going to drive. They're going to say he dribbled. I missed that one.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Missed it. So another turnover by Girard. That has been another stat to watch. 12 before that one, I believe. Yep, 13 on the ball game. Here's Hudson Smith driving, scooping, shot, no good, off the chest of Carter Doherty and out of bounds. Evan Troike directing traffic emphatically. Whatever was supposed to happen did not happen.
Officials timeout.
And stuff keeps finding its way onto the floor.
As play resumes, ball awarded to Beloit on the baseline.
4:22 to play in this ball game. 45-42. Trojans down by 3. Off to the corner. Catch, fire, 3 off the mark. Rebound, Mulia. On the take by Hudson.
How is that
Gray.
not a foul?
And then they reap it. Caleb Mulia on the rebound. Up in front for Collins. Dillon will pull it back. Trojans miss another opportunity in transition. That's part of the approach to that, is to slop them in transition by grabbing as soon as he catches it. Dylan Collins outside for Ryder World. Back around, 3:56. We're halfway through this fourth quarter. Ryder with it. Into Carter backing. Carter kick back to Ryder. Carter will catch on the right wing, right corner. Here's Worrell. Trojans long possession here. Down by 3. Here's Troike. He'll go to Worrell. Wide open look at it. Ryder for 3. Good! His 4th of the ball game. And the Trojans have tied it up 45-45. 3:20 to play in the ball game. State championship on the line. Outside for Hudson Smith for Beloit as they will hold here on offense. What are those machines they have in the hallways to resuscitate you? Where's the closest one of those? Here's Hudson Smith. Charge!
That a kid. Right there's what we were looking for. Troike gets down there, plants himself in there, and he comes flying in there. We take that right back the other way.
That's a no doubt or 2 on the charge. And Girard, who has not led, since they lost the lead 18-17. And right now, with the basketball and a chance when they return, we'll take a 30. You're watching Girard High School basketball on Girard Sports Line.
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
Before surgery, I was having a lot of problems just walking. That was the main reason for doing it, and just to feel better, to be able to enjoy life. Dr. Latchman and her team are fantastic. I really feel like I've been given a second chance at life.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
Girard Trojans in their huddle. Right now, Girard tied up 45 with Beloit, Class 3A state championship. 3:01 to play in the ball game. Girard led throughout a good portion of the first quarter and first half. The 9-0 run by Beloit in the second quarter rather, gave them a lead 20-18. They have not relinquished it since that point. They've led by as many as 9. Girard did trim it to 5 at end of 3. Right now they have tied it at 45 all. Trojans have outscored them 9-4 here in this third quarter, or fourth quarter rather. 2:53. Trojans need to make the most out of this one. Booyah, out high, off to Carter on the right wing. People up to their feet. Collins outside for Ryder whirl. Ryder dump off inside for Caleb. Booyah stepping around. He'll kick. Up. Oh, they called a travel on him.
Maybe just a little bitty baby step, a little bunny hop there.
And it will go back to Beloit now. Still tied 45 all. 2:33 to play in the ball game. Hudson Smith with it. Off right wing. Hudson Gray. Here's Cox. Collins tightened up on him significantly. Smith on Caleb Booyah. Blocks it out of bounds. It's dangerous as heck. Caleb's played with 4 fouls. Coach Westcott turns around just beside himself. Hudson Gray to inbound it. He'll throw it in deep for Paulin. 2:11 to play in the ball game. Still tied 45 all. Paulin steps way out on Collins. Kick. Oh!
Whoa, hasn't.
Back outside, nearly walked with it. Here's Cox. Kick again, long possession here. They want to hold the basketball. 1:50 to play. My goodness. Should have taken an extra blood pressure pill. Off right side. Is that how it works? Here's a catch. Good closeout by Whirl for Cox. Hudson Gray with it. He'll elevate. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound, Troike. Trojans with the basketball. Tie ball game. Caleb on the breakaway. He'll step through. Layup. It's no good. Rebound, no. Carter Gordy up and good. On the rebound by Carter. Trojans with their first lead. 47-45 and a timeout taken by Beloit. 1:20 to play here in the ball game. Girard with the lead.
Deep breath, BJ. Deep breath.
And we'll take that breath with 30-second timeout. 1:20 to play in a state championship on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
.47-45, 1:20 to play here in the ball game. Class 3A state championship game from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. And the Girard Trojans on top. They had not led, I didn't write down the time, but they led 18-17. Beloit took the lead 20-18, have not relinquished it until right now. 47-45, Beloit basketball coming out of the timeout. Trojans need to stop. Budke to inbound. He'll get it into Paulin. Paulin out high, working against Ryder World. Paulin driving, gets stopped. Trojans stopping there. Here's Cox. He'll drive now. Step through, shot on the way, no good. Rebound. Evan Troike, call jump ball.
How can you call jump ball when he's falling down and rake across Troike? Oh,
that was a disappointing play there. You have to have some possession to have a jump ball. It's in favor of Beloit. Here's a catch, wide open look by Paulin, on the way, no good. Evan goes up, ball's loose, to be determined. Hooked out of there, Caleb with it. Trojans have the ball and the lead by 2. Outside with 54 seconds to play.
Get it across, get it across.
There it is, there's the timeout. Caleb maybe got away with a shove as he was just trying to clear some space. Trojans will have the basketball with 51 seconds to play here in the ball game, up by 2. It's a full timeout. I hate to do it to you, but I got to catch my breath again. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why NORRIS Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. NORRIS Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
(47-45), 51 seconds to play here in the ball game. Girard Trojans with the lead and the basketball in this Class 3A state championship. Trojans likely, I'm guessing, drew up and went over their stall as they want to hold the ball here. They got to take care of the basketball, certainly. Make them foul you. Both teams in the bonus, 17 fouls apiece. Schweikert throw it deep in the backcourt for Caleb Mulia, who will work against Hudson Gray. They bring it across, 45 seconds. Ryder World on the right wing, 42. Outside for Collins, 38 seconds. For Dylan Collins, needs help. He'll scoop off for Caleb, 33 seconds. Caleb up and around, kick back outside for Collins. Dylan over to Ryder World, 27 seconds. Ryder holding. He'll kick, nearly lost it. He didn't lose it. Stolen away by Beloit in transition. Shot up, and it's no good! No good! Rebound, Troike! 15 seconds to play, and it's a foul! And it'll send Caleb Mulia to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. Leading scorer for them, Vincent Paulin, 14.5 points per ball game. Misses that layup. Cox picks up his second personal foul, team foul number 8, and Caleb Mulia going to the free throw line. He is 4 out of 7 on the night. Big ones here from the senior, forthcoming. 14.5 seconds to play. Trojans up by 2, 47-45. Here's the first one. Up, good.
That's a huge one. Right here is the biggest one of the night. Up by 4. Let's go now.
Of the night?
Will be.
Of the night? Of the world?
Yeah.
Of the season? Good! Made them both. 4-point ball game. 14.5 seconds, and Coach Westcott calls a timeout. No, calls a timeout, Beloit rather. Beloit calls a 30-second timeout. Girard Trojans lead at 49-45 with 14.5 seconds to play in the ball game. If you're the Trojans, you do not foul until you're maybe under a certain time, and then you maybe do foul and send them to the free throw line for a 1-on-1 because they can't take the lead on that. That's one of the scenarios here. 14.5 seconds on the clock. Again, Girard trailed most of this ball game. They led most of the first half. They led by 4 after 1, 16-12. They trailed by as many as 6, including trailing by 6 at halftime, 31-25. They trimmed it within 5 at the end of 4, or end of 3 rather, and they took the lead with 1:20 to play here in the ball game, 47-45. They'll inbound it. Will Paulin, he'll grab it with 14 seconds to play. Off to Hudson Smith. Paulin, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Mulia. Caleb Mulia with the rebound, and he'll be fouled. And he gets fouled hard. Caleb's probably saying, well, what do you want me to do? But he gets fouled with 5.7 seconds to play in the ball game.
To seal everything. Everything. You want to go get that defibrillator now? I will get the defibrillator out.
Maybe need tissues.
That lump in the throat's getting bigger.
Well, it is. Mulia at the free throw line to shoot. 1-and-1. Misses it. Still up by 4. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. A 3 on the way. It's no good. And the Girard Trojans have just won the first ever state championship in boys sports in the history of Girard High School. An improbable ball game for the Girard Trojans as they knock off Beloit in the Class 3A state championship ball game. They come from behind and they get the win in the fourth quarter, 49-45 to claim their first ever boys state championship. What a ball game for the Trojans as they will be crowned the 2019 3A boys basketball state championship. What a game.
Wow. We've seen it all year long. Resilience, scrappiness, kids coming from behind. Sub-state down 10.
Down 10 going into the fourth quarter of a semifinal game in Sub-state.
Outscore the opponent, come back and win by 11. Wow.
I hope I get Homer Call of the week. That was amazing. 49-45. Girard Trojans are the 2019 Class 3A Boys State Champions. What a night.
What a night.
What a team.
Oh, what a week. The last 2 weeks have been spectacular, BJ. Me and you have talked it over on every road trip, everywhere we go. What if? What if, BJ? And what if has come true tonight?
Do not feel worthy to be able to experience this. 49-45, the Girard Trojans are winners. We'll take a quick break, catch your breath, come back and have the trophy celebration when we return. Trojans are the winners of 3A.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans.
Back out live here. Hutchinson Sports Arena. The Girard Trojans have just won the 2019 Class 3A state championship, 49-45. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer as he has today's trophy presentation and awarding of medals for Beloit. They get their second place medals. This is surreal to me, Dale.
Unreal. This is a dream come true
for
for
a great
everybody.
town. Long time without championships. Went a long time without a team championship in any sport. Lady Trojans broke that. I might have to retire the sweater vest. It's 2-0.
It is 2-0.
In state championship games. And the Trojans of Girard again trailed a big portion of this. Oh, by the way, we're in the midst of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show.
Sis
Leah
won't
Smith,
mind.
she won't mind bringing 10 years of industry experience back to her hometown. Call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the 2019 3A state champion Trojans of Girard as they win it here. And the great crowd that made the trip, incredible crowd watching at home. That was a phenomenal basketball game. That one was, we said it, the two teams that belonged in the championship were in the championship, and that's how it ended. That's the 6th time in Beloit High School history they've been the runner-ups. Trojans were hoping to avoid being the 3rd time. And here is the trophy presentation and medal awards for the Girard Trojans.
Congratulations to the 2019 Class 3A state champions, the Trojans of Girard. Logan Thomas. Zane Henderson. Gabe Muya. Hayden Lolleman. Dee Wiedemann. Evan Troike. Carter Doherty. Head coach Rod Westcott. Presenting the Class 3A State Championship Trophy, Hutchinson Community College Assistant Athletic Director Steve Kappenden to the Trojans of Girard.
There you have it. Trophy presentation here as the Girard Trojans get their hardware and will forever be enshrined as the first and certainly we hope not last boys state champions in Girard High School history as they will win this one 49-45. What a ball game for the Girard Trojans. Let's take a look at your final numbers, final stats brought to you by Bender on 7. What time are we going to get home? Are we going to make it in time to be at the Bender? Everyone's headed to the Bender for a great post-game celebration. Grab your friends and head to the Bender for a late-night snack and some fun. Bender on 7, Girard's favorite hangout. Dine in or carry out. 620-724-4860. Carson Cox had 20 points for Beloit, all in the first half, most of them behind the three-point line. Trojans found an answer for him in the second half. Vincent Paulin, 9 points. Hudson Smith, 4 points. 4 points for Tate Thompson. 3 points from Hudson Gray. 3 points from Hayden Bucky, and 2 points from Bryce Mason. Beloit shot 32% from the field. They were 60% at halftime. They cooled off a little bit. And for the Trojans, good team effort. 15 points from Caleb Muya and 8 rebounds. His lowest point total of the tournament, but enough to lead them to victory. 6 of 10 from the free throw line, including 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. Huge free throws by Caleb Muya. 12 points from Ryder Worrell, the biggest 12 points ever. All from behind the arc, and when they came, were huge.
They were huge, and he had no doubt about them. He let go of it and turned and walked.
12 points for Ryder, 6 points from Dylan Collins, 7 points from Evan Troike, and 9 rebounds for Evan, including some huge ones late. 7 points and 7 rebounds for Carter Doherty as well, and 2 points from Gabe Muya. As the Trojans set, Coach Westcott goes over and greets his dad, family, daughter and son. He has earned it. One of the great coaches in Southeast Kansas gets his first ever state championship. Embraced by Blaze Bauer as well. That growly voice has a big softy behind it too. Trojans shoot 42% from the field and 43% from three-point range on 7 of 16 shooting. That wasn't in the game plan, I can't imagine. Didn't shoot the ball well from the free throw line. Beloit shot 7 of 8 from the stripe. Girard shoots 12 of 20. That is poor, really. And Girard also had 15 rebounds. You pick up this stat sheet and don't look at the score, you think for sure Beloit won this game.
Yeah.
15 turnovers to 5. 12 of 20 free throw shooting. That is not the recipe for a victory. But the Trojans entered this game with the best player in the tournament, and they ended it with the win as the Girard Trojans win it 49-45. I think I've come back down to earth a little bit, brother.
Well, I was getting ready to go out in the hallway. I seen one out there. They have a defibrillator out there. I was going to bring it in just in case. There for a second, you started to warn me.
Oh, that drive back to Southeast Kansas will be so much more enjoyable now.
I can't wait to get back to Girard. We'll line the streets. We'll bring them down. Probably little fireworks tonight.
49-45, the Girard Trojans win it here over the Beloit Trojans in this Class 3A state championship. enjoy the drum line.
Yeah.
As the Trojan fans enjoy it, as they party it on here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. We'll take another break, come back, and start to wrap things up. We'll want to talk to the head coach of the Trojans, Ron Westcott, as well, but allowing him to enjoy his time with his team. We will take and have an extended post-game show because we do want to talk with him. And we will come back in just a little bit. You're watching Girard High School basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CERIC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Call's is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why NORRIS Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. NORRIS Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
McClelland Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClelland Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClelland Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClelland and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClelland Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClelland Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in Southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Back out here again on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show. The Girard Trojans have just won the 2019 3A State Championship 49-45. As the Girard Trojans are victorious here. Give our thank yous to all of our sponsors. Just the incredible support. This doesn't happen everywhere. Small towns like Girard don't have this kind of support. It just doesn't happen. And we are very fortunate and humbled by all the support we've gotten all season long and that I've received my entire basketball career, broadcasting career. Most of that spent in the great town of Girard. And so the Trojans win at 49-45. And we appreciate all the support we've gotten. We'll let Coach settle in here and catch his breath as he makes a trip up here. He was down there giving hugs and everything. I hate to bring you up here, Coach, but I'm glad to come up here and talk to us. We will talk with Coach in just a minute. Trojans win it again. Final score, 49-45. We'll take our final break, come back and talk with Coach when we return here on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Postgame Show on Girard Sports Live.
McClelland Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClelland Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClelland Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClelland and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClelland Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClelland Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Back at her again. See a crowd over top of Rich Epps' head. Rich from Open Space of Sports allowed us to broadcast these games. We're forever indebted in his. He had the rights to them, but allowed us to broadcast it and allowed us to do our broadcast tonight. So appreciate him doing that here on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. The Girard Trojans are victorious here, 49-45. Joining us now, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott. Coach, you're back to 500 state championship games. How's that?
Woo! Oh, sorry, that's probably a little loud. I'm still a little fired up, bud.
You should be, buddy.
I'm still a little fired up.
Just talk about, before we go kind of break down this game, just the overall thoughts and emotions that you feel is that kind of going down the line. You didn't. It's not like you had to hold on to the lead for a long time. You didn't take it till a minute 20 to go in the ball game. Take it back at that point, but just your thoughts and what's running through your head those final minute 20.
Gosh darn. You know, as the game's going on, I'm not really thinking state title or anything like that. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking, hey, how are we going to win this ball game? Because, I mean, these guys are hitting shots from everywhere.
Yeah.
And we couldn't stop. Oh, the guard the first quarter they had. My Lord, how
20.
many threes did he have
in
the first half? And, you know, we weren't doing a very good job of getting the ball where it needed to go. But gosh darn, our old kids just kept battling and never give up. We tried some different things defensively, and they're good enough ball handlers and good enough shooters that it just didn't work. We went back to straight man-to-man. And I said, hey, if we're going to go down, we're going to go down playing hard and playing a good, solid man-to-man. And I'll be darned if we didn't get some stops and got it going a little bit on offense. We finally hit a shot or two. And good things happen when you play hard, and that's exactly what happened tonight. Our kids just battled their tails off, and, man, I can't say enough about them. I'm just so pleased with them. You know, there was a time or two there, boy, it just about got away from us.
Yeah,
I don't know
definitely.
what they were up, eight or nine at one time there, and
9 points. Yep.
Gosh darn, our old kids just kept hanging in there and just kept working. And I'm just really proud of our kids. Really, really proud of them. We've been in a lot of tight games this year, and I really think it paid off here tonight.
Oh, definitely. We were joking up here. You won a game to start the season that you lost. That's pretty good if you can do that.
Yeah.
That's real good if you can do that. And then we talk about down by 10 against Caney Valley going to the fourth quarter. Just so many examples. Dale did a nice job kind of recapping that as soon as that was happening. But 49-45 winners here in the state championship game. The mental toughness of this particular group of boys has showed there down the stretch of this game.
Yeah, just the toughness, the mental toughness, the physical toughness. I mean, we had 3 hard-fought games in a row here. And, you know, only playing 7 guys for the most part. Those kids just battled and just sucked it up and really just tough, hard-nosed kids. And I couldn't be happier for them. I'm rambling. I'm not making any sense, but
the support too you get. I mean, this is a big deal. I got emotional down the stretch of that game. First ever state championship in a boys' sport. Only a couple of years removed from the first ever team state championship in any sport. And just what it means there in your 10th, 11th year to be able to bring that to Girard.
Hey, you know, that's I come over here, whatever it was, 11 years ago, and we had this same game, and we talked about that last night. And, you know, I said, hey, it's not much fun, guys, coming up runner-up. It's not a lot of fun. I've been there and done that, and gosh darn, the ball didn't bounce for us quite right that year, but another good group of kids. We've had so many good groups of kids that have gone through here that it just hasn't quite bounced right for, and to see these guys just continue to battle and go ahead and get one for the school and the community, man, it makes it even sweeter.
I'm going to let you go celebrate with your fans and the family, your teammates, and everybody, but congratulations. So happy for you. I mean, the time and everybody puts into being good and successful. I
just want to say you've done a heck of a job this year. I've had tons of compliments, people that can't make it to the games. You guys have always done a great job. I mean, you get excited sometimes. Dale gets a little jittery on the camera, and you get a little excited, I know, but hey, you're having fun, and that's what this is all about. These kids are having a great time, and they're making memories that they'll last forever because they can turn the computer on and see them anymore with you guys. So you guys have done a great job. I also want to shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah.
I can talk this time. Usually when we do this, I have a hard time spitting and sputtering, but hey, all these guys that help put you guys on, our parents, the things they do for these kids and run them around, and all the stuff that goes unseen. Our booster club, our administration, everybody's been great. I mean, this can be a tough ordeal coming out here, and everybody makes it as easy and as smooth as it can go. And I'm just very happy to be a Trojan and very proud to be here.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, man.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. The Girard Trojans victorious here as they win the Class 3A state championship here from Hutchinson. Celebration is on. Pop the champagne as the Girard Trojans will celebrate this one for a long time. Final score again, 49-45 for my partner, Dale Shireman, and for Coach and all of our supporters. I appreciate it. Trojans are the 2019 Class 3A state champions, and you saw it here on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
This time no good. Rebound Muya. Trojans have a 4-on nobody. Caleb Muya, he'll slam it down with authority to get the Trojans tied 51-51. 4:26 to go here in this ball game. That's a way to put an exclamation point on a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter for the Trojans.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bender on 7, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Call Service, Chicken Annie's Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Farm Bureau Financial Services, G&W Foods, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, Jagged Edge, Canar Eye Care, Kim Kravitz Photo, Leritz Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drugstore, McClelland Sanitation, NORRIS Advertising, Paoni Dental, the Producers Co-op Agronomy Center, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, GN Bank, The Market 120, and the Producers Co-op Farm Store.
That's a shot of a guy whose legs are almost gone, but have a few seconds left in him. Trey White from way downtown. Carter Doherty the rebound. Caleb Muya holding, and the Girard Trojans are going to win this one, and they're going to go back, this time, to the 3A state tournaments in Hutchinson.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.